Archangel Michael is trying to communicate with you right now, and your arrival here is no coincidence. A greater force is pulling the invisible strings of the universe to ensure that this message reaches you. What you are seeking to discover could change the course of your life completely. For weeks or even months, you have felt that something was not quite right. You've ignored the strange feeling in your chest and the intuition that whispers that someone close to you is not who they appear to be. You've ignored the signs because you prefer to believe the best in people. Today, that denial ends. Archangel Michael, the heavenly warrior who never fails in his missions, has been sent specifically to break the invisible chains holding you back. He has come to protect and reveal the truths that some people around you have kept hidden from you. You have wondered for a long time why certain areas of your life were stagnant, why opportunities that should have been yours slipped through your fingers, and why relationships that promised to blossom withered away for no apparent reason. The answer is closer than you think. Someone in your circle, someone you consider trustworthy, is working against your interests. We're not talking about healthy conflicts or natural differences in human interaction. We're talking about deliberate sabotage and envy in action, a person who smiles in your face while planting thorns in your path. Archangel Michael does not reveal this to generate paranoia or widespread mistrust. Rather, the time has come for you to wake up to reality and protect yourself properly. Have you noticed changes in someone close to you's behavior? Have you noticed seemingly innocent comments that make you uncomfortable? Advice that always leads to negative results when followed? Do you experience too many coincidences involving the same person whenever something goes wrong in your life? These are not signs of an overactive imagination, but rather alerts from your spirit trying to protect you from harmful influences. Archangel Michael has been working tirelessly to strengthen your intuition so you can see through the masks some people wear around you. This person specifically is deeply envious of your potential. They see qualities in you they wish they had, opportunities they wish they had, and an inner light they lost long ago. Rather than developing these qualities in themselves, they have chosen a darker path by trying to extinguish your light. This may manifest as manipulation, where they constantly question your emotional decisions and plant seeds of doubt about your abilities. They may sabotage your career by omitting or distorting important information. They may even interfere in your relationships by sowing discord between you and people who could add value to your life. The most painful part of all this is that you have probably been generous with this person. You've shared your dreams, vulnerabilities, and future plans. You offered support during their difficult times, believing you were building a true friendship or strengthening a family bond. While you opened your heart sincerely, they collected information that could be used against you at the right moment. Every secret you shared became ammunition, and every moment of weakness you revealed was cataloged as a potential tool for future manipulation. Now stop and write this mantra in the comments. My intuition guides me away from those who do not wish me well. Doing so activates an energetic shield that amplifies your ability to discern genuine people from those with ulterior motives. This is not just a mental exercise. It's a direct command to the universe to align your perception with reality. Archangel Michael does not want you to live in constant suspicion. Rather, he wants you to develop the wisdom necessary to quickly identify patterns of behavior that indicate bad faith. There's a fundamental difference between people who occasionally make mistakes or have moments of weakness and those who systematically develop other skills. The person we are talking about belongs to the second group. This is not judgment. It is self-preservation. You may be wondering why Archangel Michael allowed this to happen for so long. The answer is complex but essential to your spiritual growth. Some lessons can only be learned through direct experience. Your ability to trust in a balanced way, set boundaries for stability, and value authentic relationships is forged in the fire of adversity. Now that you have gone through this school of life, you are ready for higher quality relationships and truly constructive partnerships. The revelations you are receiving do not stop here. Archangel Michael has a complete view of the spiritual landscape around you. There is a much larger conspiracy than just one person trying to harm you. A whole network of negative energies has organized to prevent you from reaching your true potential. This may sound like a conspiracy theory, but once you understand the spiritual mechanisms behind the events in your life, everything will make perfect sense. Over the past 15 weeks, you have faced obstacles that seem to come out of nowhere. Projects that were going well suddenly stalled. People who seemed interested in collaborating with you suddenly lost interest. Opportunities that were practically yours slipped through your fingers at the last moment. You questioned whether you were doing something wrong, if you were competent enough, or if you were simply not destined for success. The truth is very different. You are under spiritual attack, and these attacks originate from envy, competition, and even specific rituals intended to thwart your success. Archangel Michael wants you to know that there are people who not only want you to fail, but also actively work with dark forces to prevent your success. This is not spiritual paranoia, but a reality affecting millions of people worldwide. While you have focused solely on the physical world, trying to solve problems with more effort, dedication, and practical strategies, your opponents have been operating in invisible dimensions with methods you can't even imagine. Someone specific has been doing spiritual work against you. They may have consulted people who practice black magic, performed home rituals learned in dark esoteric groups, or simply harbored such intense envy and resentment that their negative emotions have become a destructive force in your life. Regardless of the method, the result is the same: systematic blockages to your growth opportunities. Before continuing, write in the comments, "I release myself from all spiritual bondage and claim my divine power." Doing so breaks spiritual contracts made without your knowledge or consent and reactivates your connection to the forces of light that wish you well-being and prosperity. Archangel Michael is most impressed by your resilience throughout this period of attacks. While others would have given up completely, you kept trying. While others succumbed to discouragement and depression, you kept a flame of hope alive, no matter how small. This persistence has not gone unnoticed by the heavenly forces, and the time has now come for a definitive turning point in your situation. If this message touches something deep in your heart and you recognize situations you have experienced recently, consider supporting this mission by clicking "Thank you very much." Your support helps us continue bringing important revelations to people like you who need to understand what's really going on behind the scenes of their lives. The next 48 hours will be decisive in breaking these sabotaging patterns once and for all. Archangel Michael has already started working on the spiritual planes to undo the negative influences created against you. However, your conscious participation in this process is essential. You can no longer be a passive victim of circumstances, accepting everything that happens as divine will or inevitable fate. It's time to become a conscious spiritual warrior. Someone who understands the rules of the game and knows how to protect and empower themselves even in a hostile environment. The person working against you will soon be exposed beyond a shadow of a doubt. You will clearly see the connections between their actions and the problems you have been facing. This exposure may come through an overheard conversation, unexpected evidence, or a change in their energy that will make it impossible to continue pretending to be your friend or show genuine concern for your well-being. When this happens, you will feel a mixture of relief at finally understanding what was going on, and sadness at discovering that someone you trusted was working against you. Allow yourself to feel these emotions, but don't let them paralyze you or make you question your ability to judge people. What happened was a necessary lesson in developing your emotional and spiritual wisdom. Archangel Michael wants you to know that this painful experience is coming to an end. The insurmountable blocks are being removed one by one. The opportunities that were diverted from your path are being redirected back to you. People who truly wish to collaborate with your growth and success are being drawn into your life at this very moment. The transformation happening in your life goes far beyond the simple removal of obstacles. Archangel Michael is orchestrating a complete reconstruction of your energy field, opportunities, and the quality of people in your social and professional circles. You're entering a phase in which your life will finally align with your true purpose, and synchronicities will become so frequent that you won't be able to doubt higher forces are working in your favor. Over the next 21 days, you will begin to notice subtle yet significant changes in various areas of your life. People who previously ignored your ideas or suggestions will suddenly recognize your value and competence. Financial opportunities that seemed impossible will materialize through unexpected channels. Stagnant or problematic relationships will find new harmony or dissolve naturally, making room for more authentic and nourishing connections. Most importantly, your intuition will become extraordinarily sharp. You will begin to feel people much more accurately, quickly identifying those with good intentions and those who may threaten your well-being. This is not paranoia, but but a spiritual gift that Archangel Michael is giving you to protect you from future sabotage and manipulation. Now, write in the comments, "My energy is sacred and naturally repels anything that does not vibrate with love." By making this public declaration, you are creating an energetic barrier that acts as an automatic filter, attracting only situations and people that are aligned with your highest good. There is something specific that needs to be revealed about your financial situation. The person working against you has not limited themselves to creating emotional or professional obstacles. They have also interfered directly with financial opportunities that were rightfully yours. This may have happened through the manipulation of important information, the redirection of job opportunities that should have come your way, or even through influencing people with decision-making power regarding your economic security. Archangel Michael wants you to know that these interferences have created an energetic debt that the universe is now collecting. The law of divine compensation is relentless. Everything taken from you unjustly will be returned, multiplied. Moreover, those who worked to harm you will begin to face the natural consequences of their actions. You do not need to wish ill on anyone or actively seek revenge. Cosmic justice has its own mechanisms, which are much more efficient than any human retaliation. In the coming weeks, you will receive financial proposals that will compensate you for the losses you suffered during this period of sabotage and more. This could come in the form of a new job that pays more than your previous one, an investment that yields unexpected returns, or business opportunities that arise through connections you don't even know exist yet. The important thing is to remain open and receptive because these opportunities may come in unexpected ways. Your love life is also undergoing a profound transformation. If you are single, prepare to meet someone who will offer a type of love unlike anything you have ever experienced. This person will love you genuinely and actively support your dreams and ambitions. They will be a true partner, joining forces with you to create an extraordinary life together. If you are in a relationship, prepare for a profound renewal of your relationship's dynamics. Old communication patterns that cause conflict will give way to a deeper, more harmonious understanding. You will discover depths of intimacy and connection you never knew existed. If your current relationship does not have the potential for this kind of evolution, however, it will naturally and peacefully dissolve, leaving you both free to find more compatible partners. Archangel Michael wants to emphasize that these changes are not coincidental or the result of luck. They are the direct result of removing spiritual blocks that prevented life from flowing naturally toward your greatest happiness and fulfillment. You're being realigned with your original destiny, the one planned before your birth, before human interference and spiritual attacks created detours on your path. During this transformative process, it is natural to experience moments of insecurity or fear. Major changes always cause some discomfort, even positive ones. Allow yourself to feel these emotions without judgment. However, do not let them cause you to resist the blessings that are coming. The universe is conspiring in your favor in ways you cannot yet fully comprehend, but which will become clear in the coming weeks. What you are about to discover will shock you and forever change the way you see the people around you. Archangel Michael has identified the person sabotaging your life and revealed the extent of their network to harm you. This is a coordinated operation involving other people, some of whom you consider close and trustworthy. You have been the target of a conspiracy where information about your private life, plans, and vulnerabilities has been shared and used against you. This person, whom you have known for 3 to 5 years, has positioned themselves in your life to have privileged access to sensitive information. They knew when you were planning important changes, considering new professional opportunities, or going through moments of emotional fragility. She systematically used this information to anticipate your moves and create obstacles that seemed natural or coincidental. Her preferred method was subtle manipulation through third parties. Rather than confronting you directly or openly expressing her opposition to your plans, she worked behind the scenes to influence others against you. When you had a brilliant idea or promising project, she planted doubts in the minds of those who had decision-making power over those opportunities. When you were building important relationships, she introduced elements of discord or misunderstanding that undermined those connections. Write in the comments, "I see through all masks and connect only with true souls." By making this statement, you are activating a spiritual discernment that will allow you to quickly identify people with ulterior motives and protect yourself from future attempts at manipulation. If this revelation is helping you understand recent situations and connect the dots between seemingly unrelated events, consider supporting this message by clicking "Thank you." This simple gesture allows us to continue sharing these important revelations with people who need to be aware of these hidden realities. What makes this situation even more painful is that, in your natural generosity, you probably defended this person when others tried to warn you about their questionable behavior. Your loyalty and tendency to see the best in people were used against you in a calculated way. They knew exactly how to manipulate you to maintain your trust, even when evidence of betrayal began to pile up. However, Archangel Michael wants you to understand that, painful as it was, this experience was necessary for your spiritual growth. You needed to develop the ability to set healthy boundaries, question hidden motives, and trust your intuition more than your need to please or be accepted. These are lifelong skills that will protect you from similar situations and allow you to build relationships based on mutual authenticity. The full exposure of this person and their network of collaborators is scheduled to take place within approximately 12 days. You will receive information or witness situations that will make it impossible to continue ignoring reality. This may happen through an overheard conversation, documents or messages that come into your possession, or a radical change in these people's behavior that reveals their true natures to anyone paying attention. When this happens, your first reaction may be intense anger. It's natural and understandable to feel betrayed and furious when you discover the extent of the manipulation against you. Allow yourself to experience this anger fully, but don't let it turn into a desire for revenge or destructive actions. Cosmic justice is already in motion. Your role is not to hasten these people's punishment, but rather to rebuild your life free of these toxic influences. Archangel Michael also wants to warn you about the desperate attempts this person will make to maintain control over you once they realize their influence is crumbling. They will try to reconnect with exaggerated displays of affection and concern. They may invent a personal crisis to arouse your compassion, offer help in areas where you are struggling, or simply intensify their praise and adulation to regain your trust. It is essential that you resist these attempts at manipulation. Remember, people who genuinely care about you don't need to resort to mind games or dramatic performances to keep your attention. Healthy relationships are built on solid foundations of honesty, mutual respect, and consistent support, not emotional roller coasters and fabricated crises. Be prepared to discover that some people you considered neutral knew what was going on, but chose to remain silent. This can be almost as painful as finding out about the main person, because it reveals a network of passive complicity that allowed the sabotage to continue for so long. The liberation coming into your life goes far beyond simply removing toxic people from your life. Archangel Michael is preparing a transformation so profound that you will barely recognize your existence in a few months. We're talking about completely rebuilding your reality. Every area damaged by sabotage will be restored and elevated beyond what you had before the attacks began. Your vital energy, systematically drained through emotional and psychological manipulation, is recharging in a way you haven't experienced in a long time. You will wake up each day with a genuine willingness to face it, feel enthusiastic about projects that once seemed impossible, and discover reserves of creativity and determination you thought were lost forever. This is not just recovery, it's an elevation to a completely new energy level. Over the next 6 weeks, professional opportunities that were previously blocked will open up almost miraculously. People who previously ignored your potential will actively seek you out. Projects that seemed dead will come back to life with renewed vigor. Most impressively, you will discover talents and abilities that were never recognized or developed because those around you were interested in keeping you down. Write in the comments, "I claim my power and allow my light to shine without fear." By making this declaration, you're breaking the energetic bonds that have prevented your growth and giving the universe permission to manifest your true potential. A complete revolution is about to occur in the financial area of your life. Archangel Michael revealed that during the period of sabotage, you missed opportunities that would have brought you significant gain. This loss was not accidental, but rather the direct result of coordinated interference against you. Now, The law of divine compensation is taking effect at an accelerated pace. Within the next 2 months, you will receive proposals, opportunities, or unexpected payments that will compensate you for the previous losses. This could come in the form of a new job offering a much higher salary, a business venture that takes off quickly, or unexpected investments or inheritances. The important thing is to remain alert and receptive because these opportunities may come from unexpected places. Your social life is also undergoing a profound renewal. People who distanced themselves or were influenced against you will realize they were manipulated. Some will have the humility to apologize to you, recognizing that they were misled about your true nature. Others will simply disappear from your life, acknowledging that they took part in something unfair, but lacking the courage to face the consequences. The most exciting thing, though, is that you will meet new people who will offer a type of friendship and partnership unlike anything you've experienced before. These connections will form naturally and organically, without much effort on your part. You will recognize these people immediately because the energy will feel light, authentic, and mutually nourishing from the first encounter. Archangel Michael wants you to know that your ability to attract healthy relationships has been temporarily compromised by negative energies directed at you. When someone is attacked spiritually, a confusing energy field forms around them that repels positive individuals and attracts people with questionable intentions. Now that these attacks are being neutralized, your personal magnetism is being restored to its natural frequency. In the realm of romantic love, if you are single, prepare for a wonderful surprise. Someone specific is being directed by Archangel Michael to cross your path in the coming weeks. This person will not only feel deeply attracted to you, but also recognize and appreciate qualities in you that previous partners have underestimated or overlooked. They will see you as you truly are, without the distortions created by the attacks you have suffered. If you are in a relationship, prepare for an extraordinary renewal of your connection with your partner. Patterns of communication that caused conflict will naturally dissolve. You will discover new levels of intimacy and connection that you didn't know were possible. If your current relationship does not have the potential for such growth, however, it will naturally and peacefully come to an end, leaving you both free to find connections that are more aligned with who you have become. Archangel Michael emphasizes that you should not try to force or accelerate these transformations. They are happening at the right time and in the right way. Your role is simply to remain open, receptive, and grateful for the manifesting changes. Resisting or questioning too much can create unnecessary turbulence in a process designed to flow with harmony and ease. One last important thing. During this period of transformation, you may experience moments of emotional dizziness or temporary confusion. This is normal when energy fields are being reconfigured so intensely. If this happens, just take a deep breath, drink some water, and rest for a while. Your system is adjusting to much higher vibrational frequencies. The moment of final revelation has arrived, and what Archangel Michael is about to show you will connect all the dots in a way that will leave you speechless. For the past 18 months, you have been living in a reality partly built on sophisticated lies and manipulations that would be difficult for even a person with good intuition to detect. However, with the spiritual clarity being poured into your life, you will now be able to see the whole picture clearly. The person who orchestrated this entire campaign against you did not act alone or on impulse. There is a pattern of behavior in her life where she systematically identifies people she considers threats to her ego or interests and then methodically neutralizes them. You are not the first victim, and, unfortunately, you will not be the last unless she is exposed and held accountable for her actions. Her preferred method is to create a false narrative about her victims, planting seeds of doubt about their character, competence, or trustworthiness. She does this in such a subtle and seemingly concerned way that people who receive this information rarely question her motivations. I'm worried about so-and-so. I think he's been a little unstable lately. I don't know if so-and-so is being totally honest about that situation. So-and-so said one thing to me and another to you. Can we really trust him? Write in the comments, I release myself from all the lies that have been spread about me, and I allow my truth to shine. By making this statement, you're energetically dissolving the impact of all the slander and distortions created about your image. If this message touches your heart deeply and you recognize situations you have experienced, finally understanding dynamics that previously seemed confusing. Consider supporting this mission of revelation by clicking "Thank you very much." Your gesture will allow us to continue shedding light on situations that many people experience but cannot understand. Archangel Michael wants you to know that this person has honed her manipulative skills over many lifetimes, likely beginning in childhood as a coping mechanism for her insecurities and need for control. This does not justify her behavior, but it explains why she is so effective at identifying and exploiting emotional vulnerabilities. She has learned to read people like open books and use that information for her own purposes. She chose you as her primary target because she saw qualities in you that she wished she had but was unable to develop herself. Your authenticity, your ability to form genuine connections with others, your creative or professional potential, and your natural inner light have sparked such intense envy in her that it has turned into a destructive obsession. Rather than using you as inspiration for her own growth, she has decided to try to destroy what she cannot match. Over the next 72 hours, you will receive unequivocal confirmation of everything being revealed here. This confirmation may come in the form of a casual conversation where someone mentions something she said about you. It may come in the form of documents or messages that come into your possession. Or it may come in the form of such an obvious change in her behavior that her true intentions will be impossible to ignore. Prepare yourself emotionally for these confirmations, because they may be more impactful than you realize. When these revelations come to light, you will experience a range of emotions. You will feel relief at finally understanding what was going on. You will feel anger at the betrayal and the time wasted. You will feel sadness at discovering that someone you trusted was working against you. You may also feel a certain satisfaction in knowing that your intuition was right when it told you that something wasn't right. All of these emotions are valid and natural. Allow yourself to fully experience them, but don't let them paralyze you or dictate your next actions. Archangel Michael wants to emphasize that this painful experience is coming to a definitive end. The next 90 days will mark a complete turnaround in your life. You will not only eliminate these negative influences, but also enter a phase of prosperity and personal fulfillment that will compensate for all your suffering. Divine justice punishes those who do evil and rewards those who maintain their integrity in the face of adversity. Opportunities that were blocked or diverted from your path are being redirected back to you with multiplied force. People who were influenced against you are beginning to question the information they received. Sabotaged relationships are finding ways to restore themselves or are being replaced by better connections. Your reputation, attacked through gossip and distortions, is naturally being cleared through your results and the change in energy you project. Prepare for a profound transformation. In a few months, you will look back and hardly believe that you lived so long in such a distorted reality. The person you are becoming, free from these bonds and manipulations, will even surprise you. Dormant talents will awaken. Opportunities that seemed impossible will materialize. Above all, you will develop wisdom and discernment that will forever protect you from future manipulation and sabotage. This is Archangel Michael's final message to you. It carries the power to permanently seal your liberation from all forces conspiring against your happiness and success. The time has come for you to fully embrace your personal and spiritual power. Leave the role of victim of circumstances behind you once and for all and become the conscious creator of your own reality. What you have experienced thus far has only been preparation for what is to come. Over the next few weeks, you will experience dramatic changes in your life that will impress those around you. Your energy will radiate confidence and clarity. Your decisions will be more assertive and accurate. You will base your relationship choices on real discernment rather than unresolved emotional needs. Your ability to manifest what you want will also increase dramatically. Archangel Michael wants you to know that everything you have experienced has contributed to your spiritual and emotional growth. Every betrayal has taught you to value true loyalty. Every disappointment has improved your ability to distinguish empty promises from genuine commitments. Every obstacle has strengthened your determination and creativity in finding solutions. You are not the same person you were when this journey began. The person you have become is ready for levels of success and happiness that were previously impossible. The person who worked against you will be fully exposed in a way that makes it clear to everyone around you what the real dynamics of the situation were. You won't need to defend yourself or explain anything. The facts will speak for themselves so eloquently that even those who were influenced against you will recognize that they were misled. Some people will have the humility to apologize. Others will simply walk away in silence, recognizing their error and judgment. Write in the comments, "I enter my new life with gratitude and wisdom," by making this statement. You are energetically sealing this transformation and opening the doors for the blessings prepared for you to manifest quickly. Over the next 30 days, prepare to receive 3 types of opportunities that will transform your financial situation. The first will be a professional opportunity offering better pay and recognition of your value and potential. The second will be a chance to develop an additional source of income based on talents or skills you possess that have never been monetized properly. The third will be an investment or partnership opportunity that will generate substantial returns in the medium term. Your love life is also entering a golden phase. If you are single, someone special is about to cross your path. This person will love you deeply and genuinely support your dreams and ambitions. Together, you will build a partnership based on mature love and mutual growth. If you are in a relationship, prepare to experience a new level of intimacy and connection that will transform your relationship. Archangel Michael emphasizes that your growth journey does not end here. In fact, what you have experienced so far is only the first chapter of a much larger story. You are preparing to take on responsibilities and opportunities that will allow you to positively impact many other people's lives. Your unique talents, tempered by your experiences, will help others facing situations similar to those you have overcome. Over the next few months, you will begin to attract people who are genuinely interested in your well-being and growth. These new relationships will be based on healthy reciprocity, where giving and receiving happen naturally and in balance. You will discover how wonderful it is to have people in your life who celebrate your victories instead of diminishing them, and who offer genuine support during difficult times instead of creating additional drama. The wisdom you have gained through these challenging experiences will become one of your most valuable characteristics. You have developed the ability to quickly identify manipulative behavior, set healthy boundaries, and trust your intuition, even when others question your perception. These skills will protect you for the rest of your life and enable you to build relationships based on authenticity and mutual respect. Before closing, Archangel Michael wants to leave you with a special message. You will never again need to doubt your worth or question whether you deserve to be loved and respected. Your experiences have proven your resilience, integrity, and ability to maintain your faith, even in adverse circumstances. These qualities are rare and precious and will attract people and opportunities that recognize and value who you truly are. If this message has deeply touched your heart and you recognize your own journey in the words I have shared, I invite you to join this community of light we are building together. Subscribe to the channel to receive more messages like this and to connect with others on journeys of awakening and transformation. In the comments, share your story. What revelations did this message bring you? Which situations finally made sense? How do you feel now that you understand the hidden dynamics affecting your life? Your experience may be exactly what someone else needs to recognize similar patterns in their life. Together, we create a network of support and wisdom that strengthens each of us. Thank you for allowing this message to reach your heart.